Hello and very welcome everyone to this particular session of the current affairs. Today we are going to learn the current affairs of 13th, 14th and 15th of July. So let's start our session and let's see that what are the things we can learn from these particular days. So the first thing that we have today in our session is before we start is the index. So we are going to cover some international, national and state news. Then we will discuss about the banking, finance and defense, science and tech, sports and important days. After that, we will take care of about the appointments and resignation that are recently done, summits and conference, obituary, and at last we will talk about awards and recognitions, and summarize all of these things in one particular go. The images used in our slide deck are for education purpose only. We respect the intellectual property rights of the original creators and owners of these images. If you are the owner of any of the images used in this deck and have any concerns or issue, please contact us at sati@iitk.ac.in and we shall remove the images. So the first news that we have today is regarding the highlights coming from the PM Modi visit to Russia and Austria. So recently, Prime Minister Narendra Modi was on the visit to Russia and Austria. Russia and Austria both are the countries that are exist in Europe. Some of you would be thinking that Russia is a country that exists in Asia. No, Russia, if we specifically saying Russia, that is a part of Europe, but the part of Russia that exists in Asia, that is called Siberia. Okay, so that is the difference. So Prime Minister recently visited Russia from July 8 to 9. So in last session, if you remember, we discussed about that he also being honored with the highest honor of Russia, and to participate in the 22nd Asia India Russia annual summit in Moscow. He visited there. The summit, co-chaired by Prime Minister Modi and Russian President Vladimir Putin, focused on defense cooperation, energy partnership and investment opportunities. 9 agreements were signed between India and Russia, covering areas such as defense, energy, trade and cultural exchange. Following his visit to Russia, PM Modi visited Austria from July 9 to 10, marking the first visit by an Indian PM to Austria in 41 years, strengthening bilateral relations. So all this has been done under this particular meeting, and this particular meeting was hosted by Russia, and PM Modi visited Russia and then Austria. Bangladesh PM becomes the fifth member of Colombo Security Conclave. So recently, Bangladesh has now become the fifth full member of the Colombo Security Conclave, a maritime security grouping. This particular group takes care about the maritime grouping that is particularly being developed in the neighborhood countries of India. The announcement was made during the 8th Deputy National Security Advisor meeting of CSC, hosted virtually by Mauritius. India was presented by Pankaj Kumar, Deputy National Security Advisor, at the meeting. CSC member nations agreed that 7th National Security Advisor level meeting will be hosted by India in 2025. So that's all about this. So remember that Bangladesh has now become the fifth member of Colombo Security Conclave recently. India's population to peak at 1.7 billion by 2060s before declining. So, according to the United Nations World Population Prospect Report, India's population is projected to peak at 1.7 billion. That means 170 crore in the early 2060s. And after reaching its peak, the population is expected to decline by 12%. So that would be approximately around 16 or 17 crore people will particularly decline from this particular population. Despite the decline, India will remain the world's most populous country throughout the 21st century. So this particular century, India is going to be the most populous country. Report highlights the long-term demographic trends and their implications for India. So remember that India is now going to be 1.7 billion population by 2060s. Maharashtra government launched Mukhyamantri Majhi Ladki Bahin scheme 2024 for women. So Maharashtra government has launched the Mukhyamantri Majhi Ladki Bahin Yojana 2024 to promote economic independence among women in the state. So recently Maharashtra also got the best agricultural state in our country, and now Maharashtra government again once again in the news, Mukhyamantri Majhi Ladki Bahin scheme has been launched. The scheme provided financial assistance of rupees 1500 per month to all the women beneficiaries. The application for this program is open until 31st of August. The scheme is available to both married and unmarried women with eligibility criteria including age, bank account, and family income. So that will all be done under this particular scheme. Mukhyamantri Majhi Ladki Bahin Yojana. Niti Aayog released SDG India Index 2023-2024. SDG, that is the Sustainable Development Goals, and Niti Aayog has released a particular index that defines that how much we have progressed. So it composed score improved to 71, reflecting advancement in key sectors. Notable progress was seen in poverty eradication, economic growth, climate action, and biodiversity conservation. The index highlights national and sub-national achievements in sustainable development. So this index is a particular thing in which we are showing that how much we are doing in the achieving the sustainable development goals and what we can do more to achieve all these type of goals. So remember that Niti Aayog has released SDG index recently. Government to launch agri fund for startups and rural enterprises. So to promote agricultural startups in India and to promote the rural enterprises that are being developed in the rural areas, government has launched the agri fund. This fund is particularly aim is to support startups and agripreneurs. There is a name given to these type of entrepreneurs that are agripreneurs through investments in sector specific and sector agnostic AIFs. AR 750 core category alternative investment fund will be established. The initiative target high risk, high impact activities in the agriculture value chain. So this was all done under the Agri Fund for startups and rural enterprise. Center empowers Lieutenant Governor of Jammu and Kashmir. So Center has amended Jammu and Kashmir Reorganization Act of 2019 to enhance powers to the Lieutenant Governor of Jammu and Kashmir. I hope you remember that in 2019 the reorganization of Jammu Kashmir was done and two union territories came into being, that is Jammu Kashmir and Ladakh. And this year the Jammu Kashmir elections are going to be held, and before that the particular type of amendment has been done in that reorganization act in which the particular powers have been given to the Lieutenant Governor of the Jammu and Kashmir. The amended rules are effectively immediately upon publication in the official gazette. LG's governor has significantly increased, particularly in matters related to transfer and posting of all India service officers, police and judicial appointments. This move aims to streamline administrative processes in the region. So remember all these things under this particular empowerment of the Lieutenant Governor. And who is the particular Lieutenant Governor of Jammu Kashmir? That is Mr. Manoj Sinha. Second phase of the construction begins on the world's largest Ramayan temple in Bihar. So the world's largest Ramayan temple, please note down this important thing, is to be built in Bihar, and the construction phase or the second phase of the construction is being started. It will be this particular temple is in East Champaran district, Bihar. The Virat Ramayan Mandir aims to surpass the size of the recently constructed Ram Mandir in Ayodhya. And it as we know that the Ram Mandir that was constructed in Ayodhya is the Nagara style temple that is being developed, and this world's largest Ramayan temple is also on the verge of being built like that. The temple draws inspiration from various architectural marvel across Asia. The ambitious project promises to be monumental structure. Also, if we would like to add, Nitish Kumar is the CM of Bihar. And apart from it, one more point you can add to that is that Asian Women Championship in hockey is going to be held in Bihar. And the particular mascot of that is Gudiya. Haryana Cabinet approves IT Suksham Yuva scheme to provide 5,000 jobs in first phase. So recently, Haryana Cabinet has came into the power, and Nayab Singh Saini has been appointed as the Chief Minister of Haryana. And now, if we talk about Haryana, Nayab Singh Saini already has approved to provide dialysis machine to the government hospitals. And apart from it, now Cabinet has approved IT Saksham Yuva scheme to provide 5,000 jobs in first phase. So the scheme aims to provide jobs to 5,000 youth, and it aligns with the mission 60,000 from 2024 to 2025, targeting employments for 60,000 young individuals from poor families. Graduates, postgraduates from IT backgrounds will undergo short-term courses and receive monthly stipends. So this will all be done under the IT Saksham UI scheme that provides 5,000 jobs. East India's first disabled varsity at Ranchi, Jharkhand. So Jharkhand government launched the Open Eastern India's first university for physically challenged students in Ranchi. So this will be done under the Jharkhand's government plan. So that would be available to the disabled students who are not able to go to the different places, and this is the first university for the physically challenged students. The proposed university will cater to the educational needs of students with disabilities. Higher and Technical Education Minister Champai Soren has directed officials to prepare proposals for the university. The initiative aims to provide specialized education for physically challenged students. Yogi Adityanath, the CM of Uttar Pradesh, inaugurates Mango Festival. As this is the season of mango from starting from May, June to August and September, CM Yogi Adityanath inaugurates the Mango Festival. CM Yogi Adityanath inaugurated the Uttar Pradesh Mango Festival in Lucknow. The state will export 40 tons of mangoes to Japan. For the first time, Lucknow's famous Dashari mangoes will be exported to the United States. The festival was held at Awadh Shilp Gram. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated INS Towers in Mumbai. So recently, Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated the INS Towers at the Indian Newspaper Society Secretariat in Mumbai Bandra Kurla complex. So the newly facility is designed to serve as the modern hub for newspaper industry in Mumbai. The aim is to address the evolving needs of INS members. The inauguration marks significant step in modernizing the infrastructure for the newspaper industry. So remember that the INS tower is being inaugurated in Mumbai and it is designated to the Indian Newspaper Society. Second regional event of Hamara Samvidhan Hamara Samman to be held in Prayagraj. So the second regional event of the Hamara Samvidhan Hamara Samman campaign took place in Prayagraj, Uttar Pradesh. The event is organized under the aegis of designing innovative solution for holistic access to justice. It commemorates the 75th anniversary of adoption of the Indian Constitution and India becoming a republic. The event aims to raise awareness about the Constitution and its significance. So remember that Hamara Samvidhan, Hamara Samman is a particular event organized in Prayagraj. And this particular event is to commemorate the Indian Constitution, the Republic of India, and the 75th anniversary of the adoption of the Constitution. Let me just remind you that Constitution came into act on 26th of January 1950. It was particularly adopted by the Constituent Assembly on 26th of November 1949. So next 26th of November is commemorated as National Law Day, and the 26th of January is particularly democrated as Republic Day. CM Manik Shah attended Kharchi Puja celebration in Agartala. So Tripura Chief Minister Manik Shah attended the Kharchi Puja celebration in Agartala. He emphasized the importance of education the younger generation about the historical background of Kharchi Puja and its 14 deities. Just to add to it, in the northeastern states, the Hornbill Festival is associated with Nagaland, and recently Nagaland also collaborated with Wales, the country of part of the United Kingdom. Now, in collaboration with Wales, they are celebrating the Hornbill Festival, the 25th Hornbill Festival in Nagaland. The traditional festival was inaugurated at the Chaturdash Devta Temple in Old Agartala on June 14th. The event highlights the cultural and religious heritage of Tripura. Remember, the Chief Minister of Tripura is Mr. Manik Shah. Tripura is one of the states of India that is surrounded by Bangladesh on 3 sides. Bihar's first transgender sub-inspector make history. So Manvi Madhu Kashyap and two other transgender individuals have become the first trans women sub-inspectors in Bihar Police. Despite facing rejection and discrimination from coaching centers, Kashyap preserved and cleared the Bihar Police Subordinate Service Selection Commission exams. Their success marks significant milestone for transgender rights and representation in law enforcement. So please remember that this achievement is a groundbreaking movement for the transgender community in Bihar, and this was the first time a transgender has been introduced as a sub inspector in the Bihar police. REC Limited secured green loan worth dollar US 200 million from Deutsche Bank for Indian projects. So REC Limited, that is the Renewable Energy Corporation Limited, have secured 5-year green loan. Green loan. What is the meaning of green loan? The particular loan that is being taken for the development of some projects that are working in the renewable energy sector. Worth Japanese yen 31.96 billion from Deutsche Bank AG Gift City branch in Gandhinagar, Gujarat. This marks significant step financing sustainable development in India. The loan will fund projects that comply with stringent environmental standards, promote renewable energy adoption, help reduce carbon emission across India. REC aims to increase the share of loans for renewable energy projects from 10% to 30% by 2030. NIPL QNB signs pact to launch QR code based UPI payment across Qatar. So NPCI International Payment Limited has signed agreement with Qatar National Bank to introduce QR code based unified payment interface payment across Qatar. The collaboration aims to make UPI payment acceptance available through QNB's extensive merchant network, benefiting Indian travelers in Qatar. So NIPL, that is the National International, that is the payment, the NPCI International Payment Limited has particularly signed this memorandum. The Indian tourists will be able to use UPI for payment at various locations in Qatar, including retail stores, tourist attractions, and hotels. Merchants in Qatar adopting UPI payments will offer a quick and more convenient payment experience, improving customer satisfaction and creating new business opportunity. Also, I would like to add in that Maldives also, and Maldives is another country that also particularly added the UPI into their system for the payment, for the ease of payment for the Indians and other particular ventures. RBI expands liberalized remittances scheme norms for investment via GIFT IFSC. So, Reserve Bank of India expanded the scope of norms related to remittances to international financial service centers at GIFT City under the liberalized remittance scheme. Authorized persons can now provide remittances for availing financial services or product as per the IFSCA Act 2019. The new norms allows residents in India to open a fixed deposit in US dollars in a bank account at GIFT IFSC. Indian residents are now allowed to invest overseas through an FCA account subject to the LRS limit of USD 250,000 per year. So remember that RBI has liberalized the remittance scheme norms for investment in the GIFT ISC. Punjab National Bank signed MOU with SAIL, that is the Steel Authority India Limited, to offer loans. So PNB, they have signed a memorandum with the Steel Authority of India Limited to offer various loans to SAIL employees at concessional rates. So particularly if any particular person who is an employee of SAIL, then he can avail a loan from PNB. The loan include home loans, car loans, education loans. This collaboration aims to enhance the financial well-being of SAIL employees and expand PNB customer base within the steel sector. MOU was signed by Sudhir Dalal, GM Business Acquisition and Relationship Management Division PNB, and Vikram Upal, GGM HR SAIL. So all this will be done under the particular scheme, under this particular collaboration. So recently PNB has signed memorandum to offer sales with Steel Authority India Limited. Greenco Group gets NABFID sanction of rupees 6,200 crore to prepay dollar bonds. So Greenco Group obtained sanction of rupees 6,200 crore from the National Bank for Finance, Infrastructure and Development. The funds will be used to repay two sets of dollar bonds worth over USD 1 billion maturing in 2025. The loan is structured through a co-obligator system involving 25 companies with Grinco. Grenco operates more than 100 projects, primarily through special purpose vehicles, with 7.5 gigawatt of installed solar and wind power capacity across 15 states in India. So that will be done under the Grenco group. Arun Bansal appointed as the MD CEO of the Paytm Payment Bank. So Arun Kumar Bansal has been appointed as the Managing Director and CEO of the Paytm Payment Bank Limited. He succeeds Surendra Chawla, who resigned from the position in April 2024 for personal reasons. So Reserve Bank of India approved the Bansal's appointment, and Bansal served as the ED and head of the treasury of the IDBI Bank Limited. So remember, Arun Bansal is being appointed as the MD CEO of Paytm Payment Bank, and I also got approval from the RBI. Tata Power launches Ghar Ghar Solar initiative in UP. So Tata Power Solar System Limited has launched the Ghar Ghar Solar Tata Power Ke Sang initiative in Varanasi to promote residential rooftop solar solutions across Uttar Pradesh. So remember, this scheme is being launched in Uttar Pradesh. That is the Ghar Ghar Solar initiative. The household can receive a maximum subsidy of rupees 1,08,000 for rooftop solar installation up to 3 kilowatt. So government is also providing subsidy up to 1,08,000 rupees. TPSSL guarantees to complete rooftop solar module installation within 7 days from inquiry, minimizing downtime for customers. So they are also providing the proper customer support within 7 days if you inquire about the inquiry regarding the implementation of or the induction of solar power in your house. Inflation and industrial production data. So recently, India's retail inflation reached the fourth month high of 5.08% in June 2024. The rise was driven by a sharp increase in food prices, particularly vegetables. This marks 57th consecutive month above the RBI's 4% target range, that particularly set by RBI, that particularly they will try that the inflation should not rise of about more than 4%. The extended heat wave condition contributed to the inflation surge. So India's retail inflation reached 4-month high, that is 5.08%. India's industrial production growth hits 5.9%. India's industrial output expanded by 5.9% year over year in May 2024. This growth is the highest in 7 months and surpassed expectations. The significant contribution from electricity generation and consumer durables. Industrial sector showcased robust performance during this period, and because of that, industrial growth has increased by 5.9%. Remember, inflation has increased by 5.08%. Consumer Price Index numbers for June 2024 based on the base year of 2012 equal to 100. So, All India Consumer Price Index showcased year-on-year inflation rate of 5.08%. We just read about this. Rural inflation was at 5.66%. Urban inflation stood at 4.39%. Inflation for essential subgroups like eggs, spices, meat, fish, pulses product decreased compared to May. CPI for the general indices and consumer food price index also showed increases, with rural CFPI rising by 9.15%. So remember, all these things have been done under the consumer price index. Paytm Payment Bank appoints Arun Bansal as the new CEO. We just read about this one. So please remember, Arun Bansal will now be the new MD and CEO of the Paytm Payment Bank. World Bank approved $1.5 billion loan for low carbon energy sector. The World Bank's board of executive directors approved $1.5 billion loan in financing for a second operations to help India accelerate the development of low carbon energy. And for this purpose, the World Bank has approved $1.5 billion loan for the low carbon energy sector. The operation aims to promote development of the vibrant market for green hydrogen. It will continue to scale up renewable energy and stimulate finance for low carbon energy investment. The initiative is a part of India's effort to transition to a sustainable energy. Geo Financial Service gets RBI note to become core investment company. Geo Financial Service has received approval from the Reserve Bank of India to transition from a non-banking financial company to a core investment company. Following this announcement, the company's shares saw an increase of over 2% on the NSE. So basically, now Geo Financial Service will now be working as a mutual fund service also. This move aligns the Geo strategic growth plans in the financial sector. DRDO sanctions 7 new projects to the private entities under Technology Development Fund scheme. So DRDO, the Defense Research Development Organization, this year it has also commemorated the 66th Foundation Day, has approved 7 new projects for private entities under the Technological Development Fund. If you remember, recently, approximate a particular data also came in which it was said that approximately 1.27 lakh crore rupees have been invested into the development of defense equipments in India. These projects aim to meet various needs of the armed forces and aerospace and defense sectors. The initiative is to designate it to strengthen Indian military's industrial ecosystem and support the government of India's Atmanirbhar self-reliance initiative. The project will cover such as stimulation toolkits, unmanned aerial vehicles, ice detection sensors, and smart e-textiles. ICAI and METI collaborates to develop an AI audit tool for the corporate India. So we had discussed in the last some of the last sessions also. So Indian Institute of Chartered Accountant of India and Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology are collaborating together to create auditing tool, that is AI audit tool. It will help in monitoring the corporate performance, detect frauds, and support business operations. It will particularly check the or compute the whole balance sheet in one go, and it can definitely detect all the things. ICAI has allocated rupees 25 crore for development of AI tools, with plans to expand the budget to rupees 100 crore. AI budget, AI powered GPT tool will be provided to over 9 lakh CA students for exam preparation and to 4 lakh ICAI members with access to financial statements of 17.0 lakh companies. Jamie Anderson or James Anderson retires from Test cricket and of an era for England. So James Anderson, the veteran English speedster, has announced his retirement from Test cricket. A 41-year-old bowler career spanned an impressive 21 years. So he started his career in 2003 and now at the age of 41 he has retired from international cricket. His retirement announced at Lord's Cricket Ground in London where his career began. Anderson's departures marks the end of an era for England cricket. So if you have seen the cricket of England, then you must have seen James Anderson, who has created a history of spanning 21 years as a cricketer in England's cricket. Wimbledon 2024 final. So Carlos Alcaraz defended his Wimbledon title, defeating Novak Djokovic in Wimbledon 2024 final. Alcaraz is the youngest player in Open era to win the men's singles at Wimbledon and Roland Garros in the same year. In the women's category, Barbora Krejcikova defeated Jasmine Paulin in Wimbledon 2024 single showdown. The matches were held at the All England Lawn Tennis and Croquet Club in London. So this is the new era starting of the tennis, as Carlos Alcaraz is from Spain is a new name that is being inducted into the tennis federation. And as we know that Rafael Nadal is also going to retire this year at the end of this year. And apart from that, if we talk about Novak Djokovic, so Novak Djokovic is also on on the type of category that is going to be retired someday in the near future. And apart from Carlos, another name that we can add is Arena Sabalenka, that you must have heard her name also. And apart from these stars, these new stars, one more that you can add is Jack Sinner. So Jack Sinner is also from Italy, and he's also an upcoming name in tennis federation. So remember, Carlos Alcaraz defeated Novak Djokovic for Wimbledon finals. Spain clinches Euro 2024 title with dramatic victory over England. So very important. Spain secured fourth European Championship trophy with 2-1 victory over England at the Olympia Stadium in Berlin. This win cements Spain's status as the most successful nation in the tournament's history. This is the third title in the last five editions of Europe Championship. The match was thrilling final to Euro 2024. So who won the Euro Cup 2024? It was Spain. India champions triumph in World Championship of Legends. So India champions clinched a memorable victory against the Pakistan champions by 5 wickets in the World Championship of Legends. The match was held at Edgbaston on July 13, 2024. So it was a kind of a veteran match that was being played, and Indian champions have won the World Championships of Legends. And all the famous veterans of the Indian cricket, they particularly played in this particular tournament. And they have won, defeating the Pakistani champions by 5 wickets. The final showcased the enduring spirit of cricket and fierce competition between these two cricketing powerhouses. The victory is a significant achievement for the Indian champions. International Malala Day, 12th of July. So Malala Yousafzai, if you know her, you must know that she was Nobel Prize winner of 2014 along with Kailash Satyarthi, who started the Bachpan Bachao Andolan in India. So Malala Yousafzai particular contribution to this world is being commemorated on 12th of July as International Malala Day to honor the birthday of Malala Yousafzai. So the day recognizes fight for girls' education, advocacy for education rights around the world. On her 16th birthday, Malala gave an impactful speech at the United Nations headquarters, focusing on equal right for to educate for girls. Let me just tell you about her. So she is from Pakistan, and she was being uh, hit or being gunned down by particularly striking with a bullet in her head when she was going for school, and she was promoting girls education in her area. And after that she got treatment in London, and when she got treatment in London she was saved by some doctors, and after that she shifted to United Kingdom. On in 2014 the particular Nobel Prize has been conferred to her, and now 12th of July is being declared as the Malala Day. UN declared her birthday as Malala Day, first observed internationally on 12th of July 2013. International Day of Combating Sand and Dust Storms 2024. So, United Nations International Day of Combating Sand and Dust Storm is observed annually on 12th of July. They raise global awareness of health and environmental challenges posed by SDS. The World Meteorological Organization launched its annual report and WMO Airborne Dust Bulletin on the incidence of SDS and its impact on society. The first ever International Day of Combating Sand and Dust Storm was observed on 12th of July. Malala Day, we just discussed about her. So 12th of July is commemorated as Malala Day. World Youth Skill Day 2024. So World Youth Skill Day is observed annually on July 15th. It was established by the United Nations General Assembly in 2014. So this day is particularly dedicated to the Youth Skills Day, so that we should provide skills to the young generation so that it will help them in attaining a good future and also in developing their own countries. So the global platform to highlight the importance of equipping young people with skill essentials for employment, decent work and entrepreneurship. The theme for 2024 is Youth Skill for Peace and Development. Crucial role of young people in fostering peace and driving sustainable development. First woman Chief Justice of Lahore takes oath. So Justice Alia Nilum took oath as the Chief Justice of the Lahore High Court, and she is the first woman to be elevated to the position of the court's top judge. The oath was administered by Punjab Governor Sardar Salim Haider Khan. Punjab's first woman Chief Minister, Maryam Nawaz, was presented at the ceremony. So remember, the first woman Chief Justice of Lahore took oath. What was her name? Alia Nilum. And she is the first woman to be elevated to this position to be the court's top judge. Recently, just to add to this, Pakistan has also amended their constitution, and now the particular term the tenure of the Chief Justice of Pakistan is defined at particularly for 3 years. That is also you can add in this particular point. Government appoints Robert J. Ravi as the new CMD of BSNL. So Indian government has appointed Robert Gerard Ravi as the new chairman and managing director of the Bharat Sanchar Nigam Limited. Remember his name, Robert J. Ravi, as the new CMD of BSNL. This appointment is effective from for 15th of July. Ravi's appointment marks new chapter for the state-run telecom operator. The move is seen as a significant step in the telecommunication sector. So remember his name, Robert J. Ravi is the new CMD of the BSNL. World Audio Visual Entertainment Summit from 20th to 24th of November in Goa. So India will host the first World Audio Visual Entertainment Summit in November. Just to add to this, India is collaborating with Colombia and 13 other countries for the audio visual production. The summit will be held alongside the International Film Festival in India in Goa. Information Broadcasting Minister Ashwini Vaishnav has promised to strengthen the ecosystem for the protection of the intellectual property rights in the media and entertainment sector. The event aims to bring together global leaders, stakeholders in the audiovisual and entertainment industry. French gymnast and Olympic silver medalist Eric Pouzade passed away. So, French gymnast Eric Pouzade won silver medal in artistic gymnastics in Pommel horse event at the 2000 Summer Olympics, passed away at the age of 51. Pouzade won Pommel and team gold at the 1998 European Championship held in St. Petersburg. He also won silver medals in Pommel horse at the 1994 and 1997 World Artistic Gymnastics Championship. His silver medal in Sydney ended a 16-year medal drought for French gymnast at the Olympics. So remember the name. The name is Eric Pouzade. IMO announced the winners of the IMO Award for Exceptional Bravery at Sea 2024. So International Maritime Organization announced the winners of 2024 IMO Award for Exceptional Bravery at Sea. Recipients are Captain Avilash Rawat and a crew of oil tanker Marlin Londa, Captain George Fernando Galvez and the crew of the tugboat Pemex Maya. So, International Maritime Organization headquarters is in London and they have announced the winner of the IMO award. Indian Navy Captain Brijesh Nambiar and a crew of INS Vishakhapatnam honored with the letter of commendation for their firefighting efforts on the oil tanker Marlin Londa. The award will be presented during the 109th session of the Maritime Security Committee, IMO headquartered London in December 2020. Retired Tamil Nadu professor K. Chokalingam honored with prestigious Hans von Hentig Award. So retired professor K. Chokanlingam from Tamil Nadu has been honored with the Hans von Hentig Award for his contribution to the field of victimology. Highlights the global impact of India's scholarship in the study of crime victims. Chokalingam's work has significantly influenced the criminal justice system. So remember the name Chokalingam. So let's summarize that what we have learned so far in this session. So highlight of PM Narendra Modi visit to Russia and Austria. Bangladesh joined Colombo Security Conclave. UN report on India's population. Maharashtra launches Mukhyamantri Majhi Ladki Bahin scheme. Niti Aayog released SDG India Index 2023-2024. Government to launch Agri Fund for startups and rural enterprises. Center empowers Lieutenant Governor of Jammu and Kashmir. World's largest Ramayan temple construction phase 2 begins in Bihar. Haryana approves IT Saksham Yuva scheme. East India's first disabled varsity in Ranchi, Jharkhand. Yogi Adityanath inaugurated Uttar Pradesh Mango Festival. Prime Minister Narendra Modi launched or inaugurates INS Tower in Mumbai, designated or particularly dedicated to the newspaper society of our country. Hamara Samvidhan, Hamara Samman regional event held in Prayagraj. CM Manik Shah attended Kharchi Puja celebration in Agartala. Bihar's first transgender sub-inspector marked history. Renewable Energy Corporation Limited secure green loans from Deutsche Bank. NIPL QNB Pact for QR code based UPI system in Qatar. RBI expands liberal remittance schemes norms. Punjab National Bank signs MOU with SAIL for easy loans for the employees. Granco Groups receive NABFID sanction. Arun Bansal appointed MD CEO of the Paytm Payment Bank. DRDO sanctions 7 new projects. Science and technology news, we discussed ICAI METI collaboration for the AI audit tool. Jamie Anderson retires from Test cricket, famous bowler from England. Wimbledon 2024 final results. Carlos Alcaraz from Spain won the Wimbledon, defeating Novak Djokovic. Spain wins Euro Cup, defeating England. Indian champions in the World Championship of Legends, defeating Pakistan in the finals. International Malala Day on 12th of July. International Day of Combating Sand and Dust Storms. World Youth Skill Day, appointment and resignation. Robert J. Ravi appointed as the CMD of BSNL. World Audiovisual Entertainment Summit to be held in Goa, aligned with the International Film Festival of India. French gymnast Eric Poizet passed away at the age of 51. International Maritime Award to be presented in December 2024 at the headquarters in London. Hence won Hentig Award for K. Choka Lingam. And that's it in this session. I hope you all enjoyed the session very much, and we will meet once again in next session. We will discuss some more current affairs. Till then, bye bye, take care everyone, and see you soon.